So here go another video. Okay, so here we go. Drive another steak in with the money, the sex, another steak, the separation. 14 years working on it, right, George? Seeing how to destroy the marriage, how to get your girl back to you. Yeah, yeah. Just like you did with Michael. Drove the stakes here, there, everywhere. And then it was after that where then I started talking to people like Jesse and Armando at the Catholic, at the Catholic. Oh gosh, incredible. At the ministry, the Spanish ministry, and explained to them how help me, how am I going to protect my daughter? And they all said the same thing. Every single person when they hear this whole story. What do you think, Ricky, Ricardo Busquets? What do you think? Does this not does this point who does this point to? Does is this that your sister can't be touched? Is this uh figment of my imagination? No, I don't think so. I lived it. In I was mentioning earlier, yeah, this is what I was going to cover. How on the first night of our honeymoon, where we didn't have sex, we didn't consummate the marriage the first night. We got to the hotel and all that, and it's it there, and your sister has not even a glass, not even a whole glass of champagne. 2 sips, 3 sips maybe. Never finished the glass. Never came even close. I'm too tired. I'll go to sleep. I am absolutely in terror that oh hell, we got a problem here sexually. We're not having sex. We're not gonna make love. I can't touch my wife. I can't. Wow. Walls came down. Boom, 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 boom. For 14 years of marriage, I lived under the guilt because Marisol would tell me that she had investigated and that the high percentage of individuals and all that on their first night of marriage, they do not have sex. That it's usually consummated on the second because they're so tired. They're so tired. They're so tired. Can't have sex. Christian couple can't have sex. They've been dating for what? Marisol and I dating for 2 years, and oh my goodness, oh too tired. No. Okay. I lived with that guilt that maybe that what do you call it? Well, the guilt that maybe I missed it there and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't after the separation I started going to counseling and I mentioned that to Frank Sullivan and Tom Dillingham and they asked me, where'd your wife get that from? I said, I don't know. She told me that she had read some research or something that said that couples on their first night, they usually do not have marriage. Both said the same thing. That's false. That is not a true statement. So what? I said, no, James. As a matter of fact, it's exactly the opposite. It's extremely rare, no matter what, that married couples on their first night do not have sex. That's a rarity. Let me tell you something. It was like a yoke off my back. All this guilt for all these 14 years thinking, that it's my fault to some degree, etc. And then all of a sudden realizing that I had been lied to by Marisol, my wife. Wow. So my question is this. Ian, ask your mother, where'd she get the research to provide the research that shows that couples on the first night don't have sex in their honeymoon? Because they're too tired. Man, a lie. First night, lie. Not in relation to it. Wow. But anyway, it was good to know. I finally got that off of my back. That the guilt for 14 years thinking that it was my fault, this, that, whatever. No, didn't have anything to do with me. It's the problems that my wife had in her first marriage with your dad. Ian, talk to him about it. He'll tell you. I think he will. We can discuss it, I think. I think your dad's mature enough, and I think you're mature enough. That's if you want to know or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's your life. Anyway, it's good to know. And that's Tom Dillingham. He was the first one to tell me that. Then Frank Sullivan. And then the other pastors, the same thing. Where in the world did your wife come up with that statistic? It is 100% false. 100% false. See, I believed your mom as being truthful to me, but she lied to me right from the get go. Wow. And being that I believe she was truthful, I mean, I just swallowed it hook, line, and sinker, and lived with that guilt that was a fraudulent guilt all those years. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Mm, mm, mm. Well, anyway, it was afterwards then that I started talking to Juan Inga. After I had gone to pastors associates, Juan Inga maybe before, I don't remember, but anyway. And then I started expressing my concerns for Katia, 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 Katia. My Marisol, no. My Marisol, if it everything looked as she'd already been molested, man. She's 41, 42-year old woman. It's her issue. But I got my girl, 12 years old, my little girl, innocent, 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 innocent. Wow, unbelievable. And I'm going to say something here to Aideen Busquet. If this fits and you're aware of this in all areas, and you don't come forth and say to your daughters, Eileen and Busquets, and this is what happened, and you don't ask for their forgiveness for this crap that your husband committed, if that's from what it looks like, don't worry about it. You'll be with your husband. You'll be with Dr. Jorge, right down there with Rick Clark, the guardian of light, and another abomination, so to speak. Let me tell you something. You all need healing, big time, big time. I don't know, Gongi and Ricardo, were you aware if this was what was happening? Were you aware at all? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe you can think back, and think back. But I do believe that Eileen. I believe that that's why Eileen wanted to get the hell out of Puerto Rico and away from your father. This was words from Marisol. She'd tell me that Eileen would do anything to get the hell away from her father. Yeah, back then. So Eileen, what happened? I've been around for 57 years. You're the only woman that I'm aware of that has that description. I'm not aware of any woman that I've ever known dated before Yeshua, after Yeshua, that wanted to, yeah, absolutely do anything to get, would have married anybody except to get away from their father. Why? Why, Eileen? Yo, what, family secret? Let me tell you something. There ain't no such thing as a family secret because you got Yeshua and he knows everything. Better be corrected real quick. Or you can let pride and vanity and arrogance and all that come in as you go right to hell. And that involves all of you because if you're all aware of this and all that and you don't bring it out to yourselves, does that mean go to police? Yeah, your father should go to freaking jail if that's what happened. But that won't happen. But and I don't have any issue with that. I don't have any issue with any of it. I only have an issue of it in relation to my daughter Katya. That's my only issue. So your dad doesn't bring this out if that's what happened. If he doesn't say anything, if he doesn't help to heal you, Marisol, if that's what happened by asking for your forgiveness, you're damn right he's going to hell. He'll be right there with Rick Clark. Your father's got an opportunity for something that some people don't get. So we go from there. So better make sure. Hmm. And listen, I've talked to all these pastors and all that, and what I'm telling you is they say the same thing. They say the same thing. What I'm saying in relation to that, if this is what happened and your father doesn't say anything to you, Marisol, to you, Eileen, especially Marisol, she's the one that got hit the hardest, no question about it, by someone. Was that you, Dr. Busquets? Was that you? You don't need to answer my question. You're gonna be answering it before Yeshua. If that was you,